Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Greetings everybody, guys. Let's take a look at the gold market. So here it's a very tricky situation, guys, has formed because if you remember in our weekly report we said that we've got the bearish grabber on the weekly chart, at least by the fixed pro quotes that we see on the trading MetaTrader. So it shows that this was the spike up on the weekly and has touched the MACD predictor line. Well, by the price action that I saw yesterday and with the patterns that we have on the daily chart, I really have got some suspicions that there are some grabbers exist, and I need to check this on the futures on the gold market, and that is the chart that you see right now. I'm right now watching for a nearest contract in October, but also I have checked the continuation futures, and it's really interesting, but we do not have any weekly grabber. So with this spike up, there's no testing of the MACD predictor line. So guys, this is the trading view terminal, and I would like to thank for our forum members recommend that who provide me the opportunity to use the double indicators on the trading view platform, because sometimes you need to check the futures market. You need to take a look at the good Bitcoin charts. So and he gives me the chance to use the MACD predictor and so later predict the Napoli indicators here. So really big help. Here we see that no grabbers have been formed on weekly. So this is really tricky moment. So that's the point where we see this divergence between the quads, and every time when you see this and you have some suspicions, you need to follow the futures, and because this is the exchange traded market and it provides only true quotes for a market. So that changed the situation that we see right now on the gold market on the daily intraday chart. So if we'll take a look for chart on the daily that we have, and yesterday we've got here, guys, take a look, we have bullish grabber that has been formed on the daily chart. So on euro we have the same, and that makes me think that maybe the bearish scenario is not as obvious that it was based on the weekly grabber, because we do not have any weekly grabber, and this really brings something new to analysis, and it means that it's too early to speak about the erasing of this ABCD pattern, because yesterday we have come to conclusion that maybe it's indeed could become the downward reaction and we need to shift from the ABCD to the double bottom, or at least some kind of the. But since the no grabbers have been formed on the weekly, the context still stands bullish on the daily, and since we've got the grabber here, it suggests the taking out of these tops, and that in turn could give us really big and wide butterfly. This could be formed here, right? So it become left wing, this could become right wing of the butterfly, and what is more important, guys, that we stand right now particularly in the point where its upward direction could start. So at least the appearing of the grabber on the daily gives us absolutely a new dimension of the analysis on the daily chart, and it tells us clear where there's invalidation point with this bullish setup stands at the lows of this grabber, and where the target is. So at least these tops should be taken out. So on the 4-hour time frame chart, in turn, we have another situation that makes overall context very tricky. So it's not as easy as it looks on the daily, because take a look what we have on the 4-hour time frame chart. Here we have another grabber, and it's bearish. That was the bearish grabber, and this pattern suggests the taking out of these lows and erasing of the daily grabber. What we should do in the current circumstances: when you see the opposite patterns on the different time frames, you should follow the pattern that is more valuable. And as you know, the higher time frames overrule the lower time frames. So we have the daily bullish grabber and we have the 4-hour time frame bearish grabber. The daily pattern is stronger. That's why you need to take a look mostly in the direction of the daily pattern. It makes a bit overall situation not as attractive as it could be if we would not have any bearish grabbers here, but we have what we really have. And here you just need to get some insurance for getting, for example, some support area or clear bullish pattern on your back, trying to take the position, something that could provide you at least the technical bounce, technical response that lets you to move the stops to the break even. And currently, guys, we have on the hourly chart, for example, we have the clear bullish guardian triple to buy pattern. So we can see that ABCD creates an agreement and COP target with the 1197 conference, major fib support. You have the guardian triple to buy, and the working swing for this pattern here, actually the daily bullish grabber. So that's really close to the invalidation points, $5 per contract. So you can see market right now stands at the 618 support, 1198 is quad, low stands 1192 or almost 1193. It's invalidation point for the grabber, and that is the precise pattern that has been placed on the market, as you could think about the taking and use for trading if you would like to take the long position. We do not know whether we can't get any guarantees that market will not drop further and will raise the the grabber on the daily. It is possible, but from the technical point of view, we are following the probabilities, and we are dealing with the patterns that we have in place. Currently, if you're trying to take the long position here, this will not be the mistake, because you have the bullish pattern on the daily, you have the guardian triple to on the hourly chart, and you have relatively tight area to the invalidation point where you can try and take the long position. So you just base your trade on the patterns that you have. If market later will erase this pattern, it doesn't mean that you have made a mistake. This just tells you that situation has changed and patterns that have been formed have been erased, but it's not the wrong trade, because if you're dealing with a big amount of these trades, mostly it will lead you to success, because there's patterns that will turn the probability in your favor. So that was what we see right now on the gold market. So it seems that it's too early to talk about deeper bearish retracement, at least until we have the bullish grabber here. If market will erase it and drop below it, well, in this case, yes, probably we will return back to the discussion of the bearish scenario. But currently, as you can see, gold market has formed bullish grabber and has formed clear guardian triple to buy here. So chances on the upward continuation exist here.